That, my friends, is the smell of my brand new Chevy truck. Oh man, there's nothing like the new feeling of a new truck. I haven't had a new vehicle in 16 years. I had my last truck since 2002. Ah man, this thing is just beautiful. It's got all the cool stuff on the outside. It's got all the cool stuff on the inside. Finally got the crew cab with a big seat in the back. So all I gotta do now is I gotta put a leveling kit on it. I'm gonna throw on some nice tires and wheels, and that's it. I'm not gonna go big. My last truck had a 6-inch lift with 35-inch tires. I'm just gonna level it, put on some 33s, call it a day. Today I'm a bag of mixed emotions. The plan for today for the video was finish up the bobber. I had some custom graphics ordered for it, which delayed me about a week and a half. So get those graphics on, button up a few loose ends, take the bike downtown, do some filming of it, me riding it, some nice B-roll, and that would be my final video. That would be the reveal and ride video. Well, so what happened was I got the bike all done. I put some gas in it, I put oil in it, and I went to start it and it wouldn't start. It would crank over, which fortunately it cranked over because I replaced a lot of electrical on the bike. So anyways, the bike's cranking over, but it won't fire. Well, I didn't put a lot of gas in it and I didn't put it on reserve. So I put it on reserve and I got the bike to start, and it just ran really bad. And then there's oil coming out of one of the cylinders. I'm like, oh man, this is stressing me out. I was really stressed out. But I've had some time to think about it, and my first thought was I'm just gonna take it to a shop, let a mechanic work on it, and try to have it done for next weekend to ride it. And then I woke up today and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play with a little bit myself. I'm gonna try to fix the oil leak. I'm going to play around with the timing, because if you remember, I pulled the timing out to put in the new cam. I don't even know if that's the problem. I think that's the problem. But just know this, I'm not a professional mechanic. This isn't probably the best way to do it, but I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll take it to a mechanic. Right now, I'm on my way to Claim Jumper. I had an event last night. Me and the wife went to a concert. I opened my wallet and my debit card wasn't in there. And as you guys know, that is like the worst feeling in the world. And I'm like, oh man, where'd I use it last? Well, the night before, we went to Claim Jumper for dinner, and I could have sworn I grabbed my card. Well, apparently I didn't. So I'm on my way to Claim Jumper right now, grab my debit card. I'm gonna get some fresh fuel in my gas can. The fuel I put in the bike was kind of questionable, and we're gonna go home, work on the bike, and keep our fingers crossed that this works. All right, so one of these covers here is leaking. If you remember, I put new seals in these, and I don't know, maybe it's just not seated right or something. So I'm gonna pop these two off, check the seals. That seems like it was in there pretty tight. That one too, they both popped out of there like they were in there good. So I'll just say what's going on here. Bottoms are in nice and tight. Oh man, look at that. Look at that seal right there. You see how it's kind of positioned? Let's grab a flashlight. Look at that seal. Now it kind of dropped down in there when I pulled things up too. So anyways, we'll get that straightened out. Come on, baby. Whew, that seems better. That one's good. So I'm just gonna pop the tops back in, then we'll adjust the timing, see what we get. Putting a little bit of oil on here just so it pops into the seal a little easier. Pop in. I want it to pop into place. Anyways, I'll wrap these up and then I'll come back. Alright, so now we're digging into the timing area. Just got to pop this little cover off here, and then the ignition just has two little screws right here, so I can just loosen these and turn this a little bit and change the timing. I don't know, it might be a little bit off from where it was before, so let's just loosen these up. I'll turn it a little bit one way, see if it makes a difference, and we'll just kind of go from there. If not, I'll try turning it the other way. So I'm turning that, I just turned it a little bit clockwise, and then I'm tightening this back down. And then let's fire it up and see if that made a difference. Oh, you know what? I need to change the gasoline first. Weird. Nothing's coming out. That's strange. Alright, this could be the problem. I pulled off the fuel line. There's hardly any fuel coming out. I used the petcock that I had on this thing before. I didn't replace the petcock, so check this out. That's on reserve. Barely trickling out. And that's on. That's not a lot of fuel coming out of this thing. I don't know how much fuel is supposed to come out, but I would think more than that. I'm gonna pull the gas tank off, check out this petcock thing situation, see if I can get it to flow better. The good news is it's not leaking oil anymore, and that's huge. I hate a bike that leaks oil. I don't think I'm gonna have success today with this. I'm gonna play with it for a little bit more. If I had success, I'll be back to talk to you guys about it. I have the new pec on here and it's flowing fuel a lot heavier. But like I said, the other petcock seems to use a vacuum system of some sort. So we're gonna fire this thing up and hope for the best. Seems to be running a lot better. I'm gonna take it for a test ride. Seems like it's starving a little bit for fuel at the bottom. I don't know if it's a timing issue or what, but remember I put in that new cam, I got a new air filter. It might need some fine tuning. I'm pretty stoked that it's running a lot better now than it was earlier. So I'm gonna take it for a putt. So we'll come back for the final video where I show you the whole bike, take it for a ride, and then the series is done. All right guys, thanks for hanging out. See you guys next video.